Hi, this is Brian Russell with Walking and Talking Spirituality. Thanks for taking a walk with me again this morning. And as I'm walking around my neighborhood, I'm just reminded of some questions that I've always asked myself, and I think I'll be working through these three questions over the next couple of walks that I take. And the three questions are essentially this: who is my mission? Who's my community? And what kind of person do I need to become to live out that mission in my community? But let's start with the first question. Who is my mission? I ask the question that way. It's typically, what is my mission? But I like to think of the mission not as a what, because that's the danger. So many of us in our lives, especially if you've been to, say, a seminary, we learn to overthink things and we create these pictures in our minds, but we forget that what we have in our mind has to be lived out tangibly in the world. And when we talk about mission isn't a what. Mission's always a who. Because God isn't a what. God is a relational God who wants to bless the nations. And who are the nations? The nations are the people that live all around us, right? And so it's vital when we say, who is my mission? To almost make that a prayer. So one of the things I like about walking around in the neighborhood is I get to see actual people. Because in our minds, we can easily say, who is my mission? And we think the answer is really easy. Well, it's everybody. But see, that's the problem. As soon as we abstract mission again and say it's everybody, I would suggest more than likely it's really nobody in particular. Sometimes we struggle in leading local churches, or we struggle in sharing our faith in tangible ways. And part of that is because we've actually lost the sense that mission is something that we become. And when we think of biblical images, think of that image of ambassador. So one of my favorite things to call a Christian is an ambassador of God's abundance. So I want to be an ambassador of God's abundance to every person that I meet. And so again, who's every person though? So when I say who is my mission, I say pray that. Close your eyes and let God bring into your mind the people that you're closest to, who you legitimately are an ambassador of abundance to. Because imagine that phrase of ambassador. If I'm the ambassador to, say, France, or I'm the ambassador to China or somewhere else, and I just stay living in Orlando, I'm doing a really bad job, right? So an ambassador embodies the person, the country that they're representing in that new context. So who is my mission? Ask God to put people's faces in your mind, and then be the hands, the feet, the mouthpieces of Jesus to those people as you interact with them. Yeah, God has a big mission. God wants to reach all 7 billion plus people with the gospel. But God's going to reach 7 billion people one person at a time. We can get the impression that we have to be ramped up all the time trying to save the world. But here's really the secret. If you really want to be ambassadors of abundance, don't lose the big mission, but know that there's other people out there too who are reaching others. Who are you uniquely positioned to reach in your community? If you're struggling with your church trying to figure that out, start with your neighborhood. How can you uniquely reach the people in your neighborhood? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Ask and pray, who is my mission? I'm pretty sure that'll change your life. It'll change your ministry. It'll help you to focus. I'm Brian Russell. Thanks for taking a walk with me. I'll see you next time.